Some have said that the subways and train stations of the world can be an unsettling place to be by yourself, especially at night. But what if I told you those fears have some validity? Some are completely rational. What if I told you there is something in the darkness right outside your field of view? A creature who, if seen or talked about, will take something from you that she does not have, but she does want. She'll try to take your legs. I'm talking about Teke Teke.
Welcome to the lacantinapodcast. It's your host with the most, Tony Baloney, Tony Torta, whatever you want to call me today.
I'm still just Austin. I'm waiting on a nickname.
Yeah, I don't know. We're still working on that. We're back again, though, in the lovely studio. Whose studio are we in right now?
We are in Skylar's studio. Look how great it is in here.
Looks nice. From the video you guys saw last episode.
Right, America in the background. I love it.
Well, I like it. I like it a lot. Shout outs to you, Skylar. You have an amazing spot right here. And if you guys are wanting to start up your own podcast or don't know how to start, this is a great way to come.
It's a great person to talk to. Absolutely. Yeah. He's helped us a lot so far.
Check out the links in the previous episode. We'll shout him out in all our social media so you guys can know what we're talking about. Yeah, give him. He has some great stuff here.
Oh, yeah.
Really good stuff. Anyways, how you been today, man?
I've been pretty good, you know. Last week is good. It kind of dragged by a little bit, just with Christmas around the corner and everything.
Yeah, dude. I have not done any shopping yet. At all. Like, at all. I'm supposed to go later on today, and I'm just like, man, I'm dreading it. 'Cause I don't know what to get. That's the thing.
Oh, I don't know. Gift cards. It's always a good bet.
Yeah. Gift cards.
Do we have any updates? I don't think we have any yet.
No, not yet.
Now, the update we do have is the studio, but we've already said that.
Yeah.
So that doesn't count anymore.
No updates. I mean, oh yeah, one update.
Okay.
Instead of weekly, we're gonna do bi-weekly drops.
Yeah.
Did we settle on that yet?
I think we're still working on it. We're still working on it.
Scratch that.
Anybody that hears this, let us know. Weekly or bi-weekly. What you think? Now I do have a couple corrections from the last episode.
Well, you're gonna correct the way that you said annals?
I don't want to talk about it. So I gotta go way back in my notes here because I've been doing a lot of research. So some corrections I have. I told you last week BCE stood for before Christ existed. I was totally wrong. It's before Common Era.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I was talking about Baal being
BC,
worshipped in 1400 BCE, it was before Common Era. The same thing, so AD, after death, is wrong-ish. A lot of religious people, from what I found, say that that's correct. But scientifically, it's supposed to be Anno Domini. It's Latin, for the year of our Lord.
Oh, okay.
So those are the only corrections I have. Also, if anybody saw any mistakes, let me know. I'll correct them.
Yeah. Annals. There's your first mistake.
I'm still not counting that one.
That's what we have for us today. I know you gave us a little...
Like I said, we are talking about Teke Teke. It is a Japanese urban legend, and there's so many different versions of this story that I just decided to stick to two of them. Two, and I have like a personal experience about this one that I want to talk about too, which is part of the reason I decided to go with this story.
Okay.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Wow. Well,
now hold on. Before we get going, Tony, you want to tell him or should I?
Tell him what?
Well, I won't be sharing the actual stories today.
Oh, that thing. I thought we...
And I
Okay.
will explain why as the video and the episode goes on of why I'm not going to share these stories. But Tony has agreed that if we get to 1,000 listens, follows, likes, whatever it may be, 1,000 anything, that he will let me share this story.
You just gotta hit 1,000. I'm doing you guys a favor, so
Oh, I'll give you a little hint. So supposedly if I say this story and you hear it, Teke Teke will either appear to you, come find you in a dream, or just straight out try to kill you. And we'll learn about it here. So, what does Teke Teke look like? Okay? That's
no idea.
That's my first thing. What does Teke Teke look like? She's a creepy thing, okay? So, she's called Teke Teke, or she's believed to be called Kashima Rikyo. It's not like a demon like last episode, but it's more of an angry spirit. And as we get more into it, you'll understand a little bit more because all the stories I read, they're actually really sad.
Oh, really?
With the story, yeah. So I mean, as we get into it, you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. So Teke Teke is believed to be a 25-year-old woman. She speaks English and Japanese, and she's also from Japan. It's a Japanese urban legend. Obviously, she's Japanese. Now, what does she look like? Thankfully, I have a couple pictures. That is what people believe that Teke Teke looks like.
Well, what? Why does she have that? What is that? A sword?
It's a scythe.
A scythe?
Now, here's my question.
That thing's crawling at me. I'm punt kicking it out of the
Now,
room.
anybody that's listening on Apple, Spotify, wherever you get, wherever you're listening to this, if you're not watching the video, Teke Teke is missing the lower half of her body. She doesn't have any legs. And she crawls around on her hands, which people believe is why her name is Teke Teke, because it's the sound she makes when she drives across tile.
Can I do it?
Sure.
Like that?
Exactly. She's also believed to carry a scythe around and things. So that's a interesting little deal. I got another bonus picture for you. Just an artist depiction.
The artwork on this stuff, I'm like, but even then, like in Japan, all their stuff is crazy.
I know.
Look at all the anime stuff, and you're just mind blown. Like that one anime where they have the pig head on a human's body. Dude, they're just crazy. I love Japan. I want to go.
Now here's my thing. How do you protect yourself from something like this?
Well, Austin,
because this is where I'm going to reveal, and I think I've said it already. If you hear this story, multiple versions of it, she's going to come and try and find you. So how do you protect yourself against that?
Look, man, you go to a priest.
Nope.
You don't do that?
Nope.
So you're basically telling me, hey, have fun with this little creature thing.
Yep, you're screwed, have fun. No, there is some versions of the story where if you hear the story, you're just outright dead. She'll kill you.
Really?
So, like I said, how to protect yourself from Teke Teke. So before I get into legend and kind of the backstory of everything, I feel like this is a really important thing to know for anybody who's a big believer in this stuff. I've mentioned before, I'm not a huge believer in it, so I'm not too worried about it. But if you are, I'm going to explain just like a Japanese charm that's said to protect against Teke Teke.
Was it like some type of poem thing?
No, it's an actual charm. Now, from what I could find, it is very important that you make this charm by yourself.
Oh, okay.
You don't have any help or anything. It's called an Amori charm. I might be saying that wrong, but I believe it's called an Amori charm. But basically what it is, it's a little piece of fabric that you sew into a bag, and then you write a wish on a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper, and you put it inside the bag, and then you put a piece of string through the bag and tie it in a knot, and then your charm is good to go. It's complete. So that simple, that easy. Again, like I said, it's something that supposedly you have to make by yourself. So just keep that in mind, and
Real
you
quick.
shouldn't be missing any legs.
Well, real quick, before you start into your story, I forgot there is one update.
Okay.
We are now on Apple.
We are now on Apple. I can't
forgot
believe
about
I
that.
forgot that.
I know you said it, and I was like, wait. I knew I was missing something. We are on Apple now.
We are.
So
We're now
we're
on
available
Apple.
on Spotify, Apple. I think I'm working on Amazon right now. But those two are good to go.
Heck yeah.
So now you can continue with your story. Sorry about that, Austin.
Now, with the charm being said, explaining how to make it,
Right, the bag, you
and
sew
what
it in
to
there,
do.
paper, okay.
With that being said,
Are you going to give me time to go do that real quick, or?
no, you're
Yeah.
screwed.
Oh, well.
So like I said, there's so many legends about Teke Teke. I decided to only focus on 2 stories today. But the consequences from saying these stories aloud or hearing them seems to be that you get cursed. And these curses range from Teke Teke just outright killing you to you'll see her within a month's time frame or you'll see her in 3 days.
So you basically have like an expiration date regardless.
Pretty much.
All right.
Now, there is a lot of the stories, there's like a certain phrase that you tell her, and I'll get into that, and she'll leave you alone. And then, there's other ones where you're just screwed. You're dead. There's nothing you can do.
And just to remind you guys, this is a disclaimer. This is not the real story. You guys have to get to 1,000 for him to try to share this.
Yes. I'll dance around the story and give you guys a little juicy teaser, but help us get to 1,000, and because I want to share this story, and it's the only deal I could get Tony to do that he would be willing to hear this story.
So you guys got work to do.
So even if you don't want to hear the story, still drop a comment, a like, a follow,
Share with your friend. It's a really interesting story. So
anything like that. And then just know that that's what we're working toward, so I can scare the crap out of Tony. There is also another version of the story that you have to see her and she'll kill you. Yeah.
dude, I feel like a lot of like folktale is like kind of dances around the same thing, but
Pretty much.
I don't know, dude.
Pretty
like
much.
I told you, there's some stuff that might be actually real.
It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. Now, are you ready
I'm ready.
to hear the almost story of Teke Teke?
I'm ready.
All
It's fine.
right.
We can do it.
So Teke Teke was possibly created after World War II. A story says that an American officer assaulted Teke Teke, or at the time, Kashima, sorry. And by assaulted, I mean
Yeah.
a lot of really
bad things.
bad
yeah.
things.
I
Now,
can only imagine.
after this happened, out of grief and pain, Kashima threw herself off a bridge where she landed on some train tracks.
Oh, shit.
And when she landed on these train tracks, a train passing by ran her over and cut her in half. Now, the saddest part about this is she didn't die immediately from her injuries.
No, isn't it like if you get your legs cut off or like even an arm, you don't die right away, do you?
No, you don't die right away. I mean, it takes a minute depending on where you're cut, what's cut. If you cut an artery, it
right.
takes less time to bleed out. If you don't cut an artery, it takes more time. Things like that. But so she didn't die immediately, and this is like I was saying, it's super sad. She was able to crawl from where she was laying to the train station, where she was, bleeding out, probably in immense pain, but nobody helped her.
You're telling me somebody saw this, allegedly, right?
Yeah.
They saw this girl dragging herself, like legs cut off, everything, like just bleeding everywhere, making a mess.
Yep.
And they just watched her?
Everyone just walked past her. They didn't even watch her.
Serious?
Yep. Nobody paid attention.
What?
No, what they also did, and this is where I think it's really screwed up, somebody covered her with a tarp. And it doesn't say specifically how long it took her to die, but after she was covered with the tarp, then she died.
Wow. So
And
basically, they
that's
just said,
where the ghost of Teke Teke.
basically, it was just saying, like, if I don't see you, you're not there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Damn. That's fucked up.
Yep. Now, it did say in the story she suffered a long, agonizing death, which I'm sure we can all agree on.
Yeah, do you imagine just bleeding out? No one's helping you. If
No.
that was me, I would be pissed and I'd do the same.
Oh, yeah. No, that story, obviously, this was a really shortened version of it that kind of dances around the story. But after hearing the actual story, after 3 days with this one, she'll appear to you in a dream where you have to tell her a certain phrase. Let me find where the phrase is at real quick. I'm sorry.
I feel like you're dancing around so much with this story. You're like, where do I go?
Now, some do, I want to add this in real quick. Some do suggest that her ghost is searching for her lost legs, while others say that she hates humanity. And if she catches you, she will use your legs on her body, leaving you torn in half to die. Now, there is a few other people that also, or a few other versions that also believe that those people that get torn in half, they become a Teke Teke themselves.
So it's just basically like a cycle that never ends, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
What's the point?
if asked by Teke Teke where her legs are, this is what you need to say, okay? So, when she asks, where are my legs? You say, on the Meshin Expressway. Then she's going to ask, who told you that? And you're going to say her name, Kashima Rikio. And then finally, she's going to ask, how do you know her name? And you have to answer, Mask Death Demon. You cannot say her name because if you do, she will kill you on the spot. That's what the legend says.
Masked what?
Mask Death Demon.
You know what that just brought up? And it might be in a whole different realm.
Okay.
But those it's in Naruto. Like the sealed Death Reaper guy. It's like they look like samurai guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, the
Oni? No.
Oni,
yeah.
Oni.
That's what I imagined right now when you said that.
Honestly, it could be. I'm not 100% certain.
What if it's connected, bro?
It very well could be. I have no idea. A lot of stuff is connected. You know, who knows? So say that phrase, and
So she asked
no
you.
legs will be taken
She
in the
asked-
making of this video.
She basically asked, "Where are my legs?" You say basically the train
The
station. Right?
Meshin Expressway.
The Meshins Expressway. After that, she tells you who told you that. Say her real name,
Kashima Rikio.
right? And then after the Kashima Rikyo, said, what's the next? What's the last part?
Mask Death Demon.
But what does she ask you?
Oh, she asks, who told you that? Or how do you know her name?
Why?
So it's...
How does that connect to that though? That's where I'm lost at. The mast.
I think that's just the English translation from Japanese.
Oh,
And I
okay.
don't speak Japanese, so
Right.
I don't really know how to say
Which is
it.
understandable because a lot of the stuff that I translate to, like from my Spanish
Yeah.
to English,
Yeah.
does not make sense in English.
Oh yeah, that's I think that's any language stuff just doesn't translate super well. Now, I have told everybody everything they need to know about Kashima Rikio.
You got one job.
Okay. Now I'm gonna tell you a shortened version of a story, and then I'm gonna get into a personal experience about it. You ready?
Yeah, go for it. What?
So
if you so tense stuff, what are you trying to tell me, man?
apparently, well, not apparently. There's a story that basically goes the same thing. She was killed and everything, and then after that, a little boy saw her and then tried to go help her, and he ended up getting killed, which made her. That's what made her want to kill other people, because she was just fed up with how screwed up humanity was. Is kind of the basic idea. But anyway, so I heard this story on one of my favorite podcasts.
Scared to death?
I won't mention the name. Scared to death. I wasn't going to mention the name, but those guys are awesome.
Sorry.
So I heard that story, right? And 3 days to the hour after I heard that story, I had the most lucid dream of my life. And I've never really had lucid dreams before.
I know, because like we've talked about scary, like, what would you say, like scary things happen to, like experiences?
Oh, yeah.
That's the word I was looking for.
Now, me personally, I think this was because that story freaked me out so much that it was just in the back of my head like all the time. But So I fall asleep and everything, and this story freaked me out enough that like I was having trouble sleeping. Like it freaked me out pretty good. So I finally get to sleep. You know, sleepy Austin.
Yeah, just night night.
Night night. And I had a dream. You know how a subway station works? You got the platform that you stand on, then it cuts down into
And
where
then it's
the
the
train
train
is.
tracks, yeah.
I was down where the train
tracks.
tracks are.
Uh-huh.
I looked up, and when I looked up, I saw two hands with big old, like they were gray hands, really bony, long fingernails, grabbed the sides of the platform.
Yeah, okay.
And I see them, you know, how they kind of pull back like something's pulling itself up. I saw them do that, and all of a sudden I saw a forehead and a pair of eyes. And I have never woke up that fast in my life. Like, I woke up, and I was like, what's the phrase? What's the phrase?
So you woke up just freaking out?
I was freaking out. Like, I was actually sweating and stuff and, like, breathing heavy. And I started just saying the phrase over and over in my head that I was supposed to say, which I'll share if we get to 1,000, by the way. So, hey, anybody watching, help me out here. And I just want to reiterate, like, I'm not a huge believer in any of that, but the fact that that happened freaked me out enough that I was pretty uncomfortable when I started doing the research for these stories, because I read a bunch of different versions of the same story.
Dude, for you to say that, though, and, like, I feel like there's more to that. You're just kind of holding back? Or is that... Do you remember, like, the vivid dream, or...
I remember every detail. That is the weirdest thing. I remember exactly, like, it was really dark. Like, I couldn't really make out any detail on what I was staring at. I looked down, saw a train track. I looked up, I saw a pair of hands. I mean, black hair, like, dangling down the side of the platform. And there was, like, a really dim light up in, like, the back part of the platform. And the hands I remember perfectly. And the eyes I remember perfectly because they weren't black.
Right.
But they were about as close to being full-on, like, demon black as they can be.
That just kind of, like, brought up a picture, you know, like in the movie Annabelle, where
Maybe.
it's like the demon thing just comes out of nowhere, and it's like these big, long arms,
Yeah, kind of.
kind of like that,
Kind of. But,
or The Grudge.
yeah, that's what
Have you-
I think. Yeah,
Have you noticed
Grudge.
that? Sorry, don't mean to cut you off, but have you
No, you're
noticed
good.
that in like a lot of like Japanese, since we're on the topic, folk
Urban legends, folklore, either
yeah,
or.
urban legends, it's usually like something happened, right? And it's usually like a girl with really long hair, and you don't really see her eyes.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Kind
Look at the ring.
Kind of, yeah.
Look at the lady in black. No, lady in white. Sorry,
Oh, Lady in White. I do want
yeah.
to do another episode on.
the lady in white, and then now this Teke Teke. She's missing half of her stuff, but
That's a good point. That's a really good point. But yeah, no, just the fact that I got so freaked out about that made me so nervous to do this episode, because I was like, what if I have that dream again? Like, I don't think I can handle that twice, because I've never woke up from a dream like breathing super heavy and sweating and freaking out. That was the first time.
I've had something on that topic, like where I was asleep and I woke up like in a sweat.
Okay.
You want me to share that story with you?
Yes, sir.
Dude, it gets deep. Like, so, yeah, I was living in Wisconsin at the time, and I was I was awake, it was a normal night. I was coming back home from, I think, a friend's house,
Okay.
and it's all farmland over there, right? So it's all farmland. There's a bunch of deer, just because they're deer. They do what deer do, you know?
Do dear do.
Do deer do. But I was driving, and I was hitting this roundabout, and after I passed the roundabout, it just got dark because there's not a lot of light out there.
Right.
And so I just remember seeing deer. I remember blacking out and then waking up in my driveway. Yeah.
You got abducted by a Teke Teke.
No, dude, like, seriously, I really thought that, because, like when I saw the deer, like, it was, like, right in front of me, right?
Okay.
And then out of nowhere, like, I, like, lost track of time, I guess. And I ended up in my driveway, and I was like, how the hell did I just get home? So I go upstairs, and it wasn't a dream, because I remember that night vividly. I remember,
Yeah.
and then I went upstairs because we lived in an apartment, and like we had a 2-story apartment.
Okay.
So I went upstairs, went to my room, went to sleep. I remember going to sleep, and I remember dreaming about that incident. But then I remember, like, in my dream, I was like driving, but my car had flipped. Yeah, in the dream, my car had flipped.
Wait, like you were driving upside down, or you just
No,
got in a
like,
wreck?
like I hit the deer,
Oh,
and
okay.
my car flipped,
Okay.
and I woke up in the sweat because like in the dream I was about to die. Like I was like just doing my last little breaths,
Okay.
and I woke up, dude. I was like, what the heck is going on? And at the time, my wife now, she was my girlfriend at the time. Since we lived, she lived over here in Utah, and I lived over there.
Right.
I told her, I was like, I don't know what just happened, and I just explained to her. She's like, are you sure you're okay? Did you take any medicine? Like, were you drinking again? I'm like, no, I wasn't drinking. Like I don't know what happened, but I woke up with like a scratch on my arm too.
Oh, you know what that makes me think of? And this actually, I think, ties in with Teke Teke very well because it has to do with like your dreams and stuff. Sleep paralysis demons.
Maybe. So this is the thing. I don't know if I was just too tired and none of that actually happened and I was just home. Or if something did happen, made me like go crazy and like black out for a minute. Make me realize that I'm home and then go to sleep. Dude, it was one of those weird incidents.
That's
like
weird.
And
But speaking of driving, this is one fact I forgot to mention about Teke Teke.
What?
Guess how fast she is?
Well, I mean, she's pretty fast. If they say it's like,
She can run on her hands. She can shimmy I don't know.
crawl,
She can shakadaga
chagadaga.
at
She can-
90 miles an hour.
No way, dude.
90 miles an hour.
She's fast. Well, I mean, think about it. Those movies, Japanese horror movies,
Yeah.
them things are fast.
I'll tell you what, though. She can go 90 miles an hour, but I can pull a U-turn, and I'm assuming she's pretty short, so I can use a door. Bam!
Next time, never mind. I'm not gonna say anything.
On the next episode, I saw Teke Teke
And I hit
beat
her.
her with a door.
She's gonna come get you now. Just so you know.
Probably.
Yeah. Way to
She's
go.
going to come in here and be like, I want to tell my side of the story, okay? You're being an asshole.
She's gonna come into your dreams. What was all that stuff you're talking about on your podcast?
Talk shit now.
Yeah. She's like, what's my phrase? Doesn't even let you speak. Just smacks you right then and there.
Shut up.
That's what I thought. Put some respect on my name. Dude, imagine though that
Oh, dude, I come into the next podcast.
you're just shaking. Hey guys.
She said I was a dick. She's right.
Like, I take my back. I take the word back. No more 1,000.
I take it back. I'm not telling the story. I don't want to see.
She's real.
She gang beat me.
That is nuts.
But 90 miles an hour. Could you imagine like driving? Like, okay, I'm gonna get away from this Teke Teke chick. Wow, what the?
Dude, I don't think.
Also, if anybody's curious, we got Red Bulls today instead of water, so I'm like ready to go.
I can tell. You all right?
No, I'm like 2 short breaths from a heart attack.
Did you know that Red Bull, like, I can drink a Red Bull and then go to sleep?
I cannot.
Yeah. Just calm, relax right now. I see you're, like, bouncing up and down, though. Oh, wow.
Look, man. You know, last episode when we had the waters and I was like, this should be an energy drink. Mm-hmm. I was wrong.
It should not be an energy drink?
Be an energy drink.
Dude. Well, it is an energy drink.
It is. I will deal with the hand I was given. Blech.
Yeah. So take it, 1,000 either listens,
1,000
follows.
1,000
or
anything. If we can please help me get 1,000, please. Because I want to scare the crap out of Tony. You don't have to listen, but, like and a share goes a long way to scaring the crap out of Tony.
No, dude, I actually saw something on TikTok.
Okay.
When you told me kind of like the idea.
Yeah.
Like that you want to talk about Teke Teke.
Yeah.
Teke Teke, right? 'Cause-
Yeah.
Okay.
I've heard Teke Teke,
Bunch of stuff.
tick tick,
TikTok.
tickety tock.
No, but anyways, I saw it on TikTok, and
Okay.
there's like this girl. She's like dancing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like just like having fun, like just like it's like I think she's like a tourist,
Okay.
and supposedly in the back of the video, like she's dancing in the background under the railroad tracks. You can see something like crawling, not mouse like human like.
Okay. Here is my counter argument.
Mm.
It was a frickin' Ninja Turtle.
Oh, dude, no.
Come on, if there could
It's
be
in
ghosts
Japan.
and demons, there's got to be Ninja Turtles,
Ninja
right?
Turtles are in New York.
But they're ninjas.
Touche.
I just blew my own mind.
Wow. You can't do the Ninja Turtles like that, though. They're in New York with the pizza.
But what if they were in Japan getting training for the pizza?
All right. Anyways. No, it does not work. It does not work.
It works.
No, it does not.
Dude, I should not have drank it. Oh my God.
Welcome to this part of the episode where Austin loses his mind.
Welcome to where I lose my shit.
Dude.
Anyway. So yeah, Teke Teke.
That's it.
Actually, you know what? I want to bring up a possible conspiracy theory for the day.
Ooh. Are we doing that again? Should we do like roll it into it? Conspiracy
What?
Day with Tony Marina.
What if Teke Teke is a sleep paralysis demon?
What if there's different versions of sleep paralysis demons and all these stories that we're hearing are just sleep paralysis demons doing their thing?
Exactly. No, that doesn't work at all, damn it.
You had me going there for a second, but no, it does not work. I want to learn more about their stuff, though.
We should do. Okay, we're getting way off topic. Dude, no more energy drinks for Austin, okay? Red Bull bad.
I can tell.
I am not with it today.
This is what I deal with on a daily basis at work. You guys are welcome for the ride. Come back to me, buddy. Come back to me.
Oh, guess what I don't have on my hand today?
Oh, you don't have a brace?
Exactly. I technically should have one on, but I got good movement back, so.
Okay. There is something I do want to bring up, though.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, have you ever heard, like, we're done with Teke Teke. You guys know 1,000 anything.
1,000
We'll get you guys that
anything.
story. Done, set, Teke Teke's on there. Now, do you have, with the new year coming in, like the new year, like, you know what I mean? Like new resolutions, new goals, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anything that you know that's like tradition that you do at the beginning of every year?
I always try to make a good resolution for next year, every year. You know? No, I don't have any special traditions or anything that I do.
Do you want to hear some?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So in our culture, I think, because I've heard it, if you eat like 12 grapes, that means you get good luck for every month of the year. Yeah.
Grapes.
Yeah, grapes.
Okay.
Not raisins, not grapes. Green ones, I think.
Oh, it's like specific.
Yeah.
Eat the green
I
one.
never-
What if you're colorblind?
Then have someone help you. I don't know.
These feel like green grapes.
No. The darker gray ones. No, so that's one of them, right? And then they say if you're looking for love,
Okay.
you have to be wearing red underwear.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. And then if you want to travel more, you supposedly you're supposed to grab your bag like a what is it called? Like a bag?
Okay.
Like luggage. A luggage. My bad, took me a second.
Right.
And
suitcase.
run around your block. Yeah, run around your block. Like just run around. Like I think it's around your house or around the block. Or up
Okay.
and down the street.
Okay.
One of those three. And that's supposed to bring you more travels for the year.
Got it. And if you want to summon Teke Teke, you give us 1,000 views, follows, likes, whatever it may be, comments.
Yeah, you really want to tell that story.
I
don't
really
you?
want to tell that story. Okay? I've only seen this once where Tony gets scared. And I need to see it again. And I can't do it alone.
No, so I have to bring something up on the podcast.
Okay.
I need you guys down low in the comments. Tell Austin or send us a message. Just reach out to us telling him why it's a bad idea to play with the Ouija board. Because homeboy does not get it. Does not get it one bit.
Hey, all I'm saying is I got a priest, I got a super soaker, and I got some holy water. Okay?
No.
That's the fix all for everything. I figured it out. I'm pretty sure that I solved most of my problems
With
with
a super soaker?
with a super soaker filled with holy priest pee.
No.
I'm basically Ghost Batman.
We call you the Utah Ghostbusters.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, really no traditions or nothing that you heard of?
No, not really. I mean, we have like Halloween traditions. We try to share like really scary stories and stuff. Christmas stories, during Christmas. And like Thanksgiving, at the very end of Thanksgiving, we'll watch a Christmas movie. It's kind of like a welcome to Christmas and everything. But New Year's, we basically just hang out till midnight. Happy New Year's, and everyone goes to sleep. Yeah.
That's cool. That's different. It's weird to see it like from your point of view, and then like where our point of view. Like there's so many like rituals you could say like that bring you like money, love, well in business, like stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna share some with you outside of the podcast, but there's one where like you get lentils, right? Lentil beans.
I don't know what that is.
No, I have to show you, but
Okay.
I'm gonna go Spanish. Son lentejas. You grab lentejas. Okay, lentejas. They're like little beans that look flat.
Oh.
They're not like round and they're just little flat beans.
Okay.
But allegedly you're supposed to put some in your hand and you throw it up in the air, right?
Can I throw it at people?
No, listen.
Why?
No, that's rude.
Says who?
Says me. We're gonna educate you, Austin.
I'm going to throw them at you.
You're not no longer a street dog. You're a house dog. House Austin, not a street Austin. House Austin.
It's not potty trained yet, but we're getting there.
Yeah. No, but okay. So you grab the lentils and then you throw them up in the air.
Right.
And then you're supposed to let them fall, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't sweep anything up. You can't kick anything. Like you just have to like pick them up as many as you can
Okay.
with your hand, and that's supposed to bring you great fortune for the year. Like in everything you do. And I guess some people did it last year and they saw like a dramatic change in their life.
So what you're saying is grab these beans, throw them like I'm throwing them in the air, but actually throw them to Tony, and then go pick them up.
No,
That's what I'm getting out of it.
that'll just give you bad luck.
Dang it. Okay. We'll have to try this on New Year's. And let
Yeah,
us know
try
in the
it.
comments if anybody has any, New Year's, Christmas traditions, anything like that. I'd love to know. That'd be really cool.
It's really interesting to find out what you guys believe in, what you guys don't.
Yeah, that'd be
Or
really
if you
cool.
guys have done something that has worked for you guys, that's really cool.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, back on the subject of Teke Teke. And I usually ask you this. I didn't ask you last week, but I want to get back to doing it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do if you saw Teke Teke?
Dude, knowing me, like, in all honesty, like, I would just be freaked out. And I would forget anything that you told me about, like, a ritual or, like, something to say. Like, I would just be freaking out. I would be trying my best to remember it. But I would legit, like, be, like, in a panic.
Okay.
Just because, like, in my, like, the way that I was brought up and, like I've told you before and, like, I've shared on the podcast, like, we're very open spiritually.
Yeah.
So, like, I do believe in a lot more of that stuff than some other stuff. Maybe with this one, like, okay, yeah, maybe it might be true. It might not. Not too worried about it. But, like, it starts hitting home because, like, La Llorona and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I've told you that story, right? Have I shared that on the podcast?
Not
When I went camping?
yet, but we're going to save that one.
Okay.
Don't
But, yeah.
worry.
Like, things, it's just, like what I've said at my old house and, like, places where I've been in my childhood. like make me believe a little bit more in that stuff. So like, it's not that I like I'm like, oh yeah, she's like definitely real. She's gonna come kill me. Like it's more like, like I
I've
don't.
seen enough to know not to screw with that.
Yeah, that's like why when you like say like, oh dude, we should play with the Ouija board. We should do this. I'm like, dude, like I just heard so much stuff, like not like, oh, I found something on the internet or TikTok told me this. No, like I've had personal, like persons. I'm just kidding, like close people to me that have like said the same thing that you did. Like, oh, like what is gonna happen? And, like, and shit happens.
What's the worst that's gonna happen,
dude? When it comes to like the Ouija board, it's pretty bad.
I just want everyone to know if one day we do end up playing with the Ouija board, I'm gonna tell him to touch Tony, just like poke him in the shoulder, pull his hair.
No,
stuff like that.
Yeah, but back to like what you said about Teke Teke, that's why I would be freaked out about it.
Yeah, no, that's a good.
Because if it shows me any sign that this is real, I'm just like, oh snap, what do I do now?
See, this is one of the very rare instances where I can say I know what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
I would wake up freaking out. Luckily, I can remember the phrase good enough that I sat there and said it over and over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never had a problem since. Now, like I said, my firm belief is that I was just freaked out by the story. I was thinking about it. I went to sleep. I had a dream. It just happened to be 3 days after.
Well, okay. The reason why like I don't really like believe in this part or like stuff like this, like cursed parts, like Slender Man and all that stuff. Because with Slender Man, when that was a big craze, it was back in my day. Back in my day when YouTube was barely starting.
Back in my day.
When you had to fire up the DSL or the dial-up to look at YouTube videos.
Okay.
We would search up like scary stuff. We would search up like optical illusions, Slender Man.
Wait. Pause real quick.
What?
We looked up scary stuff. Like optical illusions.
Dude, as a kid.
How is that scary?
Hey, all right, I'm gonna tell you this real quick.
Okay.
So it was Thanksgiving. I was living in California, in Los Angeles. Shout out to South Central, the hood.
Okay.
And we went to my dad's aunt's house for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And like all the kids, all the like the teenagers, whatever.
Right.
Went into our cousin's room, and he had a computer. Like I said, dial-up internet.
So
we were there for a while. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, look, you guys can see Jesus and stuff like that. I'm like 7 years old.
You're still telling me this is supposed to be scary, but it's just getting more and more not scary.
It gets scary, dude. Hold on.
Okay.
And then like it says, oh, you got to focus here. And like I didn't know at the time what it was. Like it just, you know what I mean? Like if you look at an image that's like black and white, or it looks like a figure, but it's not really a figure. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So I saw that and like, look at it like for 30 seconds and then blink really fast like into a dark spot and you'll see Jesus.
Okay.
So I did that. I saw Jesus and I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die. Why am I seeing Jesus right now? like this is some brujeria stuff right here. Like I'm going to hell. I shouldn't be seeing Jesus right now. So that's my thing.
Okay.
And then with like Slender Man, we got into like this big wormhole like when we were in junior high and stuff.
Yeah.
And my cousin that is gonna come on the podcast, I just need to keep reminding him what day.
Burrito?
No, my other cousin, Luigi.
Oh, Luigi.
Yeah. He got really sucked into the whole Slenderman thing, and it really was in his head. Like that's like where I believe like that it gets in your head too much and you start thinking about it way too much.
Yeah.
Because he got stuck in the Slenderman and he like got freaked out.
Okay.
Like freaked out, like anything like you brought up or you tried to say Slenderman to him, he would just like not have it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, but back then it's like, it was all new to us. And it was just like, oh, wow. Like, I don't know if this is true or not, but like the siren head and like all that stuff. Yeah, that's not true.
Yeah. Okay.
Slenderman.
Fair enough.
Maybe.
Fair enough. You would have to convince my son differently because he is totally convinced the siren head is real.
Oh, no, dude, my kid's the same way. He's like, oh, Siren Man's going to come get me. I was like, dude, Siren Man is just me with the
siren
air
head.
horn. Oh, head, whatever.
Siren head.
Whatever.
Or my son's on this new one. It's Huggy Wuggy.
Oh, I've heard about that. We need to do a deep dive into that stuff. Because there's a time where like there's this big thing about Huggy Wuggy. And then I forgot this other dude's name. But he's like long hair, white outfit, black skinny jeans.
Oh, Jeff the Killer.
Yes, that one.
Yeah, Jeff the Killer. That's a good one.
Yeah.
See,
My
these are
kids,
all
like,
just stories we'd say around a campfire having fun.
Yeah, but like kids. I mean, I guess, yeah, if you look back into it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how we were.
Yeah. But any closing thoughts on Teke Teke? What do you got?
It's sad what happened to her, to be
It's
honest.
absolutely sad. Like,
It's really sad. I mean, I give her, like, this is all true. Like, yeah, like, of course, I would do the same thing.
yeah.
Like, no one's...
But I mean, be a decent human being. You see somebody without
Dude.
legs, help them out.
If you see someone getting beat up or, like, someone getting bullied or someone saying, like, dude, stick up to the person, like...
Yeah.
You don't need something tragic to happen.
Exactly. I mean...
I give her all the power to do that. Like, I would do the same thing.
You just gave Teke Teke power.
Yeah, to keep doing the things to, like, people like you that don't believe.
I've never seen you backtrack so fast.
I backpedaled so hard right there.
Now, the other thing I do want to bring up is the story that I do want to share. I did not share today, so if you do want to hear that, please help us get to 1,000. Anything's, likes, views, whatever it may be. Just, if you would like to hear the story.
If not, we'll figure it out.
And yeah, that's about all I got on my end. What about you?
Yeah, like he said, if you guys really want to hear that story, just do what we asked you guys. If you guys want it, it's totally up to you guys. Like, it's a good story, though. This is what I can tell you guys. It's a really good story. Like, cursed or not.
It's good. It's a
But
good
it's
story.
Cursed. Disclaimer, it is supposedly cursed.
Oh,
Allegedly
yeah.
cursed.
Yeah, if I do this story, I will be putting a disclaimer. Hey, you might be missing some limbs after this one.
Yeah. Which, see, I go back to the thing that it might be true because look at what happened to Posty when he went to the Ghost Adventures Museum thing. That's for another episode that I'm going to dive in with you guys.
I know what episode you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. But I'll leave that for next time. That's where, like, dude,
Anyway.
there's proof that this might be true.
Yeah, maybe. But I do want to leave off with sharing our social medias one more time. If anybody has any stories that they made up in their head or personal experiences that actually happened to them, I would love to share them. I would love to hear about them. Also, one thing I didn't mention, if you want me to use like a pen name or something, not actual names, that's totally fine.
You could be anonymous so people don't think you're crazy.
Exactly. Send them in anonymous, anything you want.
This is your safe space for your ghost stories.
And I'm more than happy to read through them and share them because I love a good scary story. Now, if you do want to send us scary stories, Tony, what is our email?
Our email is lacantinapodcast23@gmail.com.
Exactly. And remember, La Cantina is spelled exactly like the podcast name that you'll find on YouTube, Apple, Spotify.
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok.
Facebook. All of it. It's spelled exactly the same. So again, it's lacantina23@gmail.com.
Lacantina Podcast 23.
Lacantina Podcast. Okay. So, yeah, like I said, please feel free to share your stories. I'd love to share them. I'd love to see them. Even if I don't share them, I'd love to see them.
Yeah, even if you don't have a story, if you have a topic that you guys want us to, like, dive into.
Oh, yeah, even a specific topic. Because I'm always happy to do research. Like, I fill my notebook with random notes and research of things that I think are really cool.
So the next couple episodes that we do have, we have some good ones coming up. The Cecil Hotel.
I got some good stuff coming up.
We'll just leave it with that. Just know that you will be scared all 2024 and beyond.
You might be scared of me drinking energy drinks on the podcast again.
I was scared. I was scared to witness this.
I'm
you guys don't
scared.
know.
I scared myself. My mental health. It should.
Yeah, he just took a dive. We apologize for that, but
I just want to apologize to the class.
that's rude. That is very
Anybody
rude.
that's not watching the video,
Go watch the video.
I would get on YouTube.
If you want to see Austin lose his marbles mid-podcast, go to YouTube.
Mid-podcast, I'm still losing my marbles. You know how bad I just want to body slam on the floor, shake a little bit, you know what I mean?
Anyways.
I love Red Bull.
Hey, Hey, Red Bull, if you're watching this.
Red Bull, if you're watching this.
A little sponsor would be great.
You can sponsor us, but I don't want it anymore. You guys did too good of a job.
Anyways, closing thoughts.
Closing
Great story.
thoughts. Don't give Austin Red Bull, Teke Teke, nails. She might need a pedicure. Hopefully nobody loses their bottom half today.
I think you just lost your marbles, though. But that's for a different time. Anyways, close it out, Austin. Let's say goodbye to our fellow community. Because this is what it is, a community.
It definitely is a community. Anybody that's watching, you're super awesome. We love you so much. Thank you.
Happy holidays.
Thank you so much for watching. It means a lot to us. It really does. This is something we kind of just started as a pipe dream. We're happy to be here. And we literally could not have done it unless you guys paid attention and actually watched what we were doing. So,
Yeah.
thank you.
So we're excited for this new year, 2024. We'll see where it goes.
Heck yeah.
We're all in this together. So I hope you guys have a blessed holiday, new year. Hope you guys spend time with you guys' family. Don't forget that's important.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode. This has been Tony La Torta, your host with the most.
And this has been Austin, as the Canadians say, peace out.
Peace out. See you guys. Have a good day.
Dude.